Well folks, I came across an interesting little inverter today, donated to me. It's the Alpha Technology SP-400, and it's a inverter unit, commercial by the looks of it. It has battery backup and everything else. It's quite the beast. Now, here's an idea. This is my cell phone. Give me an idea of the size of this beast. So you got a couple LEDs here, line input, inverter on, low battery warning, low battery shutdown, manual start, and alarm off. That's pretty much it for controls on the front. And this is the internal guts of the SP-400. You got this humongous battery over here. I'm not touching this thing because there's multiple live circuits in this thing. I have her plugged in. But you got a 40 amp circuit breaker over here. You have a switch right here. AC input. You have 4 AC outlets. Of course, you got your big transformer. You got battery disconnect switch, well, plug. That you can connect directly to the battery if you wanted to, for an external circuit or another battery, I suppose, if you want to parallel it. And you got the big old circuit board here in the front. It's quite the beast, to say the least. So let's I'm going to take a look at the label over here. But I got to turn the camera off, but let's take a look at the label over here and see the power for this thing. Okay, so the Alpha Technology SP-500, or 400 should say. Input 120 volts, 60 hertz, 3.8 amps max. Output 120 volts AC, 60 hertz. Output 250 watts, 400 volt amp max. Model SP-400, DC voltage 12 volts, and your serial number. And made in Canada. Got a little label here for use with Trillium models, talk to 16 KSU, talk to 1032 KSU. I had a quick look at that, and I'm trying to figure out what in the hell this thing was used on. And most I come up with right now for the 616 and 1032. There's a Trillium 612, which was a phone system of some sort. So I'm only surmising this unit was used with a telephone system of some sort. I guess it got decommissioned. But in any event, let's see how this thing works and operates. I got to say, it's pretty cool. Okay. So I got my probe stuck in there. I got 122.5 volts. I'm going to turn on the battery. Right now the battery is charging. You've got light over here, line input. So basically what happens when the power goes out, by just flicking my power bar here, the inverter is automatically going to kick in and supply me about 116 volts. And what I like about this inverter, she has an automatic kick in, switch over from AC, from regular AC voltage to battery, as well as when regular AC voltage becomes available again, it has an automatic kick over that'll turn off the battery and switch it back over to line voltage again. So I'm just going to demonstrate how this works. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to turn off the power bar right now. Everything's going to go dark, but you're going to hear a buzzing, and the buzzing is the inverter kicking in. The inverter's kicked in. So we're at 114 volts. Right now she's on battery power. Inverter is on. And I'm going to turn back on the power bar. She's going to buzz for a couple of seconds, and then you're going to hear a click. The buzzing is going to go away, and that's when she's switching from inverter back to line voltage. So I'm turning the power back on. And there you go. Now she's back on line voltage again, and we're back up to 121.867, whatever. So yeah, the charge to the battery, I've went ahead earlier and checked the battery terminals here for charge from the power supply. The battery gets charged at 13.3 volts DC by the internal power supply. It's a pretty cool system. And if I wanted to manually start this thing, I could pull out the fuse, or the circuit breaker I should say, unplug it. So right now she's unplugged. And even though she's unplugged, the inverter is off, I can push in the circuit breaker and I can manually start the unit. And she's back at 114 volts. Now, once she's in inverter mode, obviously you can't turn it off. The only way to turn it off is with the circuit breaker. So there we go. This is a pretty cool little inverter. Now I gotta figure out where I'm going to use this. I got a few places I can definitely use it. That's for sure. But figured I'd show this to you. The Alpha SP-400. Alpha Technologies SP-400. 120 volt inverter. Deadly unit. But quite useful. And I looked online about this SP-400, and I've got to say there is nothing online that I can find other than one picture with this thing. That's remarkable. There's no information online about the SP-400. It's like this thing don't even exist. That's crazy. Anyways, figured you'd like to see that tonight, and it was an interesting little acquisition. Anyways, we'll see what the next video brings. And Byron, if you're watching there, I haven't forgotten about your 458, which is at the moment, I have her boiler back in her box for the moment. It's every now and then kind of gets frustrated when you can't get anywhere with it, but I'm gonna have another go at her the weekend. Maybe one day a week, we'll see. But once frustration sets in, it's better to just put it aside. Anyways, folks, we'll say 7-3, and we shall chat later. Serena 63, out.